Between the Cedar Hill Longhorns and the Katy Tigers. School songs are being played. Getting close to game time. Billy Swinney here. Ryan Lenny with me on camera and color. And we're getting ready for our third game of the weekend. We got one more this evening. That's the 6A Division I Championship, which is already been labeled the Dodge Bowl as father and son head-to-head. But now it is time for the Cedar Hill Longhorns and the Katy Tigers. And Ryan, we've got two pretty close match teams here.
Yes.
Katy has been dominant in the past. They are no stranger to the state championship games.
No, these two teams have actually played 4 times
in the state championship.
And you know, Cedar Hill's coming in at number 8 in the state. Katy's number 9 in the state. I'm looking for a good matchup today.
Yeah, it's going to be a hot one, folks. We're expecting that. Yesterday, we had both 5A state championship games, and they were a little one-sided.
Oh, yes.
Both of them we thought would be a little bit closer. Well, but as we now see
the banner
Katy
reads,
Tigers coming out of the tunnel.
The banner reads, horns down, Tigers are taking over your town. Well, we're about to find out.
The Tigers are getting ready to take the field here. As we said, Tigers no stranger to this place. Neither are the Cedar Hill Longhorns. They've been here too, several times. Last time being 2014. Katy's last visit to the state title game was 2015. Both took a little pause there, but they are now back. Next to go head-to-head for the 6A Division II State Championship here on Real Sports Live. We appreciate you joining us here. Please give us some comments. Let us know where you're listening from. I'm trying to give you a couple of shout-outs out there. We'd like to thank our sponsors for helping us do this championship weekend so we could bring the games to more and more people. And we are getting ready for the coin toss here. Cedar Hill now emerging from the tunnel. I like their breakaways. Says, get your popcorn. Here at AT&T Stadium, they sell popcorn in little stadium-shaped plastic
You can take
containers.
home your own stadium.
You can eat popcorn out of AT&T Stadium, and the football field is actually in the bottom.
Yes, it is. He's not lying to you, folks.
Here
He's telling
come
the truth.
the Longhorns.
Uh-oh.
Like I said, we are glad you're here joining us on Real Sports Live. More fun than a barrel of monkeys can be.
Hey, this is a great venue for football. Let me tell you.
This is the best venue for state championship football.
If you have not been here, shame on you. You
We
need
got
to come
a
experience it. It's an
there
experience
is a
by
crowd
itself.
here. Tonight's game is sold out, we heard.
Yes. And then we heard 15,000 people.
Yeah, we heard about 15,000 expected today. So we're getting ready for a good matchup. Coin toss coming up. Let's see how that turns out. As Cedar Hill comes in at 12-1 this year. Katy comes in at 13-1. So both teams have lost one game this season. It's been a rough season for all these teams to get this far. Now we have the coin toss on the field. And the vantage point we have is we are in the corner overlooking the field, corner of one of the end zones, and it's actually a perfect vantage point. You'll see it in the highlights package that we put out each evening. And now we'll put this highlight package as soon as this game is over so you can actually watch the big plays.
Coins up. Katy has won the toss.
Katy has won the toss, and they have deferred to the second half. So Cedar Hill will receive the opening kickoff to start off this 6A Division II state championship game here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. As we get set, folks, grab those belts, cinch them up tight. We're getting ready to rock here. Said we'd like to thank all of our sponsors, and if you would like to be a sponsor or have a business like a commercial, we do sports year-round pretty much. Baseball, basketball, we're deep into basketball now. Today is the final day of high school football in Texas.
For the 2020 season.
Yeah, for the 2020 season. And so...
But I guarantee it'll be the shortest off-season ever.
Yeah, it will be
It'll
short.
be back.
But anyway, if you'd like to advertise, give us a shout. We'll even make you a commercial. Get it put on here and be broadcast throughout the game. Give us a call. I'll talk to Mr. Joe Bolin. He'll get you set up. All right, Katy getting hyped up. Cedar Hill drawing up their master plan with the coaches there on the side. The Tigers kicking squad is now coming onto the field. Kicking for Katy is Nemanja Lazic. I hope I'm getting that name right. Maybe Lazic, but I'm going to go Lazic. I hope I'm right. Back deep for Cedar Hill is Sydney Allen. And I can't get the number off of the guy. They were in red with black numbers. Very difficult to see. Anyway, Lazic's kick.
It is very loud in here.
Is coming right now. And this game is underway. Short to the right kick. This a fair catch is called at the 25-yard line. And that is Jalen Peoples. So it'll be 1st and 10, Longhorns at their own 25-yard line. And it is loud in here.
It is.
Ryan is correct. During COVID, they spread the people out, so it looks we got people all the way around.
Running from the
Katy
spread.
Salter back in the shotgun position for the Longhorns. 5 receiver set, trips to the right. Puts one man in motion, takes the snap, drops back, throws to the right. This is caught at about the 28-yard line. And he gets away from a tackler. And that is Cedric Harden. I think. Is that a 3 or a 7? That's a 3. So that'll be Javian Clemmer. And Javian Clemmer picks up a Longhorn first down. And that, they will spot that right at the 39-yard line. Here comes Salter. 4 receivers to his left. Looks, he runs to the right around the end. Opens up. Got an open field next to the sideline, and he is forced out of bounds at the Katy 48-yard line. So it'll be another first down for the Longhorns. They are moving this ball well. Now in Tiger territory. Salter, one back with him. 4 receiver set, trips to the left. Puts a man in motion, takes the snap, runs straight up the middle. Salter keeping it. And he will pick up 2 yards, bringing up. They're going to move this ball back. Why? 2nd and 9, picks up a yard. Ball sitting at the 47-yard line. Salter, one back with him. Pulls his receivers close in. Steps back, looks to the left, runs to the right, throws as he is hit. Incomplete. His target was Javian Clemmer. Salter was getting hit just as he was throwing that ball.
He just got rid of it.
Just a little bit low. there for Clemmer to grab a hold of it. 3rd and 9 for the Longhorns here. 5 receiver set, trips to the left. Salter back to pass, looks right down the middle pass. This is in and out of the hands of Brian Rainey.
Would have been a sure first down if you would have caught that.
Yeah, I think he was wanting to get out of there before, hit him right in the hand.
Took off running before he
Just
had the
couldn't
ball.
hold on to it. Way down by the 35-yard line. Brings up 4th and 9, and the Longhorns are going to go for this. Oh, no, they're going to punt. Deep kick is up, almost blocked. This ball will bounce at about the 15. Takes a Longhorn bounce, rolls inside the 5. So Katy has a long way to go, as it'll be 1st and 10 on their own 4.
About 96 yards.
I mean, it bounced right there at the 15 and then bounced way back. A couple of Longhorns just sat there around it, watched it roll a little bit more until it got inside the 5. See numbers here is very difficult from this distance. It's way on the other side of the field. This is a pitch back by Caleb Koger as he pitches this back over to Jalen Davis, who picks up about 9 yards, bringing a 2nd and 1 at about the 13-yard line for the Tigers. Koger here will,
our quarterback Koger is a sophomore.
Starting to pull the Tigers out of that deep. Even as back in their own territory. No receivers, 1 back behind him. He will hand this off up the middle. And that is Davis again. And Davis picks up the 1st down. 1st and 10. At the 17-yard line. So Tigers kind of get a little breathing room there. Koger, 1 back with him, no receivers. 2 real close to the end. That's about it. Left. No wide out. He will hand this off. Off to the right there is Davis again. Davis dances a little bit and then is finally brought down by Sidney Allen. Oh no, wasn't Sidney Allen, that was Charles Esters III. Koger, 2 receivers set to each side, 2 backs behind him. Pulls 1 closer in, takes the snap, looks to the left, throws, caught at about the 23. That is Isaiah Smith, who picks up another yard after that. So bringing up 3rd and 3.
As soon as he looked up, he had somebody at his shins taking him down.
Katy at the 24-yard line, their own 24. 8:45 and counting in this opening quarter. Koger sends a wide out to the right. 2 backs set behind him. Puts a man in motion. And he will hand this off the left tackle. And that is Davis again. Had a monster block by Jacob Norman. This will be 1st and 10 at their own 30. Koger under center, 1 back behind him. Rolls out to the right, throws, but
He's
crowded.
rid of it.
He pumped and then he kept it. And then they were in his face and he threw it just as they brought him down. So that will be an incomplete
They
pass.
actually had a receiver in the area, but they're
Officials are talking it over. There is no flag on the ground.
nope. They're not going to call intentional grounding, it doesn't look like.
No.
Oh, they are calling it.
They are calling intentional grounding on Koger. A loss of down.
I saw no flag come out.
And they also move it way back.
They're calling penalties without throwing a flag now.
I think they needed to talk it over a little bit. The line judge was asking about it. So it'll be 2nd and 23, back at their own 17 now for the Tigers. 2 receivers out to the left and 2 backs behind Koger. Koger will hand this off up the middle, and it's not going to get much. That is Davis again.
Defensive line for Cedar Hill.
I mean, that
got some
defensive
beef on
line
'em.
for Cedar Hill is just barreling in there. Harvey Dyson, boy, he is right there a lot. So is Stephen Ingram for the Longhorn defense. 4 receiver set, trips to the left. Koger back to pass, throws.
Oh, that was a loud whistle.
And they were blown up. I think he left his microphone on. And
No, he
false
turned his
start on Katy. So Katy kind of stepping on their tails here with some penalties.
He's turning his microphone on and off.
And their field continues to lengthen with these penalties. So now it'll be 3rd and 22. Oh, 4th and 27. Back at the 13. Hands off up the middle. Big hole right down to the left side. And
But
that
I don't believe he got
is
the fourth. I don't think he got the first down.
Seth Davis. He does not get to the first
We got a
down
fourth
marker.
down
That
coming
was
up.
3rd down, so it is 4th and 2 now. So big gain. 4th and 2. They are going to bring out the punt team. Now they've gotten out into the field. The ball is at the 38-yard line. Seth Davis pulling Katy out of that hole.
Timeout, Cedar Hill.
Timeout on Cedar Hill. And we will be right back from AT&T Stadium right after this for the punt. Real Sports Live. Stay with us, folks.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Katy.
Welcome back to AT&T Stadium. No score here. So you have 7:02 remaining in the first period. Tigers getting ready to punt the ball away to Cedar Hill. Shout out to some of our listeners from Katy, Harlingen, and I believe there was one from Port Arthur.
Port Isabel.
Port Isabel. Down, way down south. Thank you for joining us here. Please let us know where you're listening from.
And share. Please share.
I'm sorry?
Please share. Share
Yeah,
your link.
please share. Like us on Facebook, but share the broadcast. And I'd like to tell some of our listeners seeing some of these posts from this live direct, they are not here. That is a scam.
We have a TV timeout. That's what we're waiting on.
Be careful clicking on those. As we have Fuller shirts. Back deep to punt this up. Back deep for Cedar Hill to return. Those numbers are very difficult to see on these red uniforms. Let's see if I can get it through the binoculars. Back deep for the Longhorns. That is Jaden Moore. He stands at about the 24-yard line, awaiting this punt on a 4th and 2 for Katy. Be careful, it's a state championship. This punt is way high and short, and it takes a bounce at about the 38-yard line and bounces out of bounds. They're going to put mark this at the 39. So the Longhorns will begin their second jaunt here from their own 39-yard line. 6:52 left in the first quarter, as Salter has a 4-receiver set to the left. Go back with him, throws this out, caught right at the line at the 40, breaks through a couple of tackles. This is, let's get a number here. Kylan Ashton makes a beautiful short catch and a little bit of yardage after the catch. Brings up first down, now in Tiger territory at the Katy 47. Salter passes to the right. This is caught and knocked out of his hands. Loose ball, and the Tigers will recover this.
He took a shot and lost the ball.
As Hamilton McMartin falls on that. Wow, that was a catch.
I think they should replay.
Beautiful
Think they're going
catch
to
by
replay
Open.
that?
Then he had two players hit him from behind, and the ball just squirted out of there.
Well, it looks like they're going to replay it or review it. I figured they would.
So they are going to review this. This is the only time in Texas high school football that plays are reviewable is at the state championship level.
Now, this is where they want to get it right.
So they are going to take a look at this to see if he even had possession. And by seeing the replay on the big screen, he had possession of the ball.
He tucked it on in.
Both hands on it, secured, boom.
Oh, yeah, he had possession.
And that looks like a fumble from up here. We will see. We can see it on the big giant screen over the field.
That is a big giant screen. You're all right.
And it happens so, I mean, they showed it in fast speed and you can hardly tell. But because the catch, this is going to probably be a fumble. The thing about it is it bounced where Katy needed it to go.
They're looking at it. They're taking their time.
And the way they do it is the ref will be on a headset and he will talk to the booth up here, which is just a couple of booths down from us, the replay center.
I think they're waving at you, Billy. You mentioned them, and I think they're waving at you.
Well, no, they're not. They're looking at this play. Trust me. They are not focused on us right now. I can almost guarantee that. State championships are very, very important that things are done right. So Texas high school football, this is the place where they can review a play, and
There we
they
go.
have seen enough. As the referee will come out. They're calling it incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass. Wow.
And you can hear the displeasure of the crowd here.
Was he looking at the play or watching a movie?
I don't know. It looked like he had the ball in his hands, unless he didn't pull it into his body. He had it both hands around it, but he didn't have it next to his body. Maybe that. I don't know. So that will be an incomplete pass. It will still be the Longhorns' ball. 6:30 left to play in this first quarter. Ball is at the Katy 47-yard line. This will be 2nd and 10 for the Longhorns here. Still no score. And this is actually the longest time we've had without a score so far in this state championship weekend. Salter getting out there now. We have whistles
Looked
before
like they
they
called
even
another
begin
timeout.
anything. And I think they were
never
trying
mind.
to get everything set with clocks there. Okay, we're
There we
good.
go.
Salter, 3 receiver trips to the left with 1 back with him. He sends that guy out to the right. Salter will roll to the right, throws down the middle of the field, high loft. And that is in and out of the hands of Ernie Moore.
Was setting up to be a really nice play.
Well, that was a real high floater there, and he had some defenders heading towards him. Moore was turning all the way around. He turned around, was backwards by the time the ball got there. Just couldn't hang on to it. Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Longhorns. 4 receivers set, trips to the left. Salter rolls to the left, looks, throws, and wow, what a play. Incomplete. As Hamilton McMartin sailed in there and knocked that ball down. Intended target there
Bring their punt unit back out.
was Julian Austin, I do believe. No, that's not Julian Austin. That is Javian Clemmer. Thought it was just a 3 there. So 4th and 10, and the Longhorns will punt this away. High snap. Ball is away. Short. This is fielded at the 14 by Ronnie Schneider. And he will bring it up to about the... Let's see where they're going to spot.
We have another timeout.
Where are they spotting them? Oh, it's at the 29. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Katy there. Real Sports Live in this timeout. We will be right back, folks. 6:09 left in the first quarter. No score at AT&T Stadium.
Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
Real Sports Live back at AT&T Stadium. No score here. 6:09 left in the first quarter. I'd like to welcome our listeners from Granger, Texas. Aledo, just on the other side of Fort Worth from here. They played yesterday in the early game.
And won the record 10th
And
state
won
championship.
a record 10th state championship. The only team to go into double digits in the state
Right.
championship.
They make it sound so easy, but guys, let me tell you, it's the hardest thing in Texas to
Also
do.
from Brownsville, we got a couple of listeners down there. Weimar, Texas. We are glad you joined us here on Real Sports Live. We're going to have some fun today. We got this early game here, and we've got the 6A Division I championship starts at 7 this evening, and that will be the father and son coaches going head-to-head as Austin Westlake will take on Southlake Carroll in the Dodge Bowl at 7 p.m. here at AT&T. Join us then. We're going to have fun on that one. That's going to be a football game.
One for the record books.
And this one so far is been a battle. No score. Both teams trying to feel their way here. A couple of opportunities here. The passes up, so both teams really working at each other, trying to find some way to get past the other. 1st and 10 for the Tigers at their own 29-yard line. As Koger has a 2-receiver set, 2 backs behind him. 1 receiver to each side. He will hand this off up the middle.
Katy likes running up the middle.
And that is Seth Davis. And Davis picks up about 4. Brings up 2nd and 6. Ball sits at the 33-yard line. And it's I don't know whether they're trying to make Cedar Hill kind of close in their ranks on their defense and maybe start going out wide. Who knows? 2 receivers out to the left, 2 backs. He pitches this back, and that is Seth again. Seth Davis, and he will actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Ball down at the 32, brings up 3rd and 7. For the Tigers. 5:12 and counting left in the opening quarter. No score as of yet. Koger under center. Ends in tight, puts a man in motion, back to pass, throws short pass, caught at the 40. Taylor Salisbury catching that and picking up a 1st down for the Tigers. 1st and 10 from their own 43. So you see that running up the middle has pulled that defense up, and they threw right over them that time.
Well, they're going to surprise them in just a few
minutes. Able to pick up that 1st down. Koger to Salisbury. Koger under center, pitches back.
Had a lead blocker.
And that is Seth Davis again. He is tripped up, and there will be no gain on that one. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Tigers here. Clock continues to run. 4 minutes now in the 1st quarter. Koger under center. Puts a man in motion, 1 back behind him. And
motion.
We have flags, which means there was some movement. So that'll be 5 yards on the Tigers, which will make it 2nd and 15. Second and 15 from their own 38-yard line. 2 receivers set, puts 1 in motion going to the right, 2 backs behind him. Koger, laid handoff straight up the middle is Davis.
Very nice play.
Jalen Davis there found a hole the size of a house, and he barrels through it and gets. Wow. And it'll be 3rd and 1, just short of the 1st down marker for the Tigers here. Ball on the Longhorn 48-yard line. 1 receiver out to the right, 2 backs. He will hand this off. That's Davis. And that is Jalen Davis. Again, barrels his way off a right tackle and picks up the first down for the Tigers. Tigers have moved to the Cedar Hill 40-yard line. So I don't know. Is this the deepest we've seen either offense get in this first quarter,
so.
in this game so far? 2:42 and counting here as Koger under center. He will hand this off. Jalen Davis again. And he was introduced to Jalen Wilson making the stop for Cedar Hill.
He's a big man.
He's a big boy. So brings up 2nd and 10.
Got a good crowd here today, Billy.
6A. And Cedar Hill is about 13 miles to the north of us. This is another one to Davis. And Jalen will carry this for a couple of yards. Picks up 3. So that will bring up 3rd and 7 at the 37. Making the stop there was Joey Johnson. Koger under center. 2 receivers to the left and right. 2 backs. McKenna's going to throw. Throws right down the middle. This is wide open at the 5. Touchdown, Katy. Taylor Salisbury was all by himself. Down by the 5. That's where he caught the pass and just was able to sashay on into the end zone. So first score of the game is the Tigers. Extra point is up and good. Kicked by Nemanja Lazic. If somebody can tell me how to pronounce that, I'd really appreciate it. So, Katy leads 7-0 with 1:18 left in the first quarter here from AT&T Stadium. Real Sports Live. We'll be right back, folks. Stay with us. Katy taking the lead.
Offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Welcome back to AT&T Stadium as the Katy Tigers get on the board first, 7-0 over Cedar Hill. And the Tigers are about to kick this away. Here comes the kick, and it's way to the right. This will be a fair catch down at about the 14. They're going to mark it at the 15. Oh, no, they start at the 25. That's right. Fair catch. They go to the 25.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Longhorns at their own 25 here. Minute 18 left in this first quarter. Salter gets up here with one back with him. Pulls his receivers in. He pitches this to the right to Cedric Harden, who tries to get around outside, is unable to do so, and loses 2 on that play. So to bring up 2nd and 12. at the 23 for the Longhorns. Katy defense,
they're going to step up.
Looking like they were here now. 5 receiver set, trips to the left, 2 to the right. No backs with him. Here comes Salter. Looks, plenty of time, runs to the right. Looks, and he's going to keep it. Unable to see a receiver, and he has run out of bounds near the 30. And they are going to spot this at the 30. It brings up 3rd and 6. Salter trips to the left, 2 to the right. Salter in the shotgun. Takes the snap, backs up, looks, throws it in the middle of the field. This is intercepted at the 40-yard line. And that is Shepard Bowling intercepting that ball. I'm sure no relation to Joe Bowling.
Yeah, he just stepped right in front of the receiver there, dove and picked it off. A great pickoff there.
I mean, they were both coming from opposite directions, and that ball was thrown pretty good.
Whoop,
and it looks like it was going to make it to the receiver, but Bowling comes from the left and takes it away. Katy's ball in Cedar Hill territory.
And he danced
about
off the field.
41. 1st and 10. This he will hand off up the middle. And of course Seth Davis running that. Picks up 8 yards. 2nd and 2. At the 33-yard line. So Tigers starting to come to life after that first touchdown.
That's the first half, first quarter.
And that will be it for the first quarter here at AT&T Stadium. Katy leading 7-0 over Cedar Hill. We'll be right back from AT&T to start the second quarter. It's Real Sports Live. Stay with us, folks.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
100 years ago, Texas UIL UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Welcome back to AT&T Stadium. Real Sports Live here. Katy leading here to begin the second quarter 7-0 over the Cedar Hill Longhorns. And the Cedar Hill Longhorns are looking for a defensive strategy here, as the Tigers will have a 2nd and 2 at the Longhorn 33-yard line. Man in motion. This will be handed off. No, fake, throws it up in the middle. This is caught by Nick Anderson, who barrels down inside the 5. Down to the 3-yard line. Marion Williams with a superb effort trying to bring him down before he got to the end zone, and he did, but at the 3-yard line, Katy has 1st and goal. We see the Longhorns build up center defense here, anticipating those runs up the middle, and that is Jalen Davis, who will waltz in for the score off to the left. 3-yard run with 11:18 left in the first half. Lazick will come in to kick this. Extra point. It is away and good. So the Tigers extend their lead 14-0 with 11:18 left in the first half. Real Sports Live, AT&T Stadium. Will be right back, folks.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
Back here at AT&T Stadium, Lazick tees this up to send it back to the Longhorns. Deep force. 2 Longhorns down by the 5. Here comes Lazick's kick. He's been short here. This will be off to the right and will be fielded about the 27. Let's see who got that.
Look, as soon as he caught that ball, they were right on him.
Okay.
Number 1.
Now that I finally see a number. Keandre Jackson was on the returner on that one. And they were on him, but he was still able to get a few. This will be 1st and 10 Longhorns from their own 29 here. Salter, one back with him. 4 receivers set, 2 to each side. Sends his back out to the right. Salter rolls to the right, throws, caught by Clemmer. And that will be a pickup of about 6. 2nd and 4. Ball on the 35. Clock continues to tick away. 10:50 left in the first half here. Salter puts 3 receivers out to his left, sends one out to his right. Salter will keep this, runs off the end, and he is very close to a first down here. They are going to give it him. He did cross that line. Salter picks up a first down for the Longhorns.
Number
here.
94 brought him down.
Ball will be at the 39-yard line. First and 10 for Salter and company.
Where's this going?
It's going to highlights.
Highlights?
Yes. No, not at all.
Just checking us out. Like, whoa.
Yeah. Thanks for checking.
So there is a timeout on the field here with 10:04 left, and we will take a break with them. Media timeout. We'll be right back from AT&T. 14-0, Katy in the lead.
University that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage.
Back in AT&T Stadium, Salter will hand this off on this 1st and 10. Jaden Callahan taking that run and picking up about 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line. Five receiver set, trips to the right for Salter here. Takes the snap, looks both ways, throws to the left. This is caught, and this is caught behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like they will go back to their original line of scrimmage. Bringing up 3rd and 10 for the Longhorns here. Clock continues to run, 9:12 on there. Longhorns have done a great job at mixing it up here. Sometimes those runs near the middle will get you in trouble over and over again.
Now Cedar Hill's going to swing it outside here in a moment.
One back with him. He brings his receivers close to the line. Now there is a flag.
Timeout.
And this will be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
On Cedar Hill. So this will move back some more. This will bring up 3rd and 15. Back at their own 34. Salter puts a man in motion. Try to dig him out of here. Oh. And we have another flag because the snap was never made. So we have motion on the Longhorns. And it will back up again. We had a game like this almost with this amount of penalties. Penalties will eat you up.
Oh, they will.
If you're not careful.
They sure will.
Salter doing the best he could. I think he had clapped his hands, but the center never snapped. Snap comes back. Salter looking for receivers. Gets a little trouble. Gets away from that. And he is brought down after picking up about 2. So this will bring up 4th and long and bring the punt team out for the Longhorns.
That was Cal Varner that brought him down.
Salter there showing a little bit of frustration, and see why. Back is Marion Harden.
Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, no, he
didn't. That? No.
He almost had it.
He was off. High punt. Very nice. And that fell upon at the
Tigers have the ball
Tiger
again.
42 is where they're going to set this. Yeah, 42-yard line. So that will give the Tigers 1st and 10 from their own 42. 7:26 left to play in this first half. As we have another timeout on the field. Real Sports Live, we will be right back. Katy leading 14-0 from AT&T.
At first in Jackson and Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Forever Memories.
Welcome back to AT&T Stadium. Still in this media timeout period. 7:26 left in the first half. Katy 14, Cedar Hill 0 as of right now. Cedar Hill looking for a way to stop Katy here and try to get some points on the board. Still have plenty of time for that. Cedar Hill has had a heck of a season and a great playoff run. Only real close game they had was Rockwall Heath, which Cedar won 27-24. Used to play Bryan, Tyler Legacy. Tough team. Cedar Hill has the experience here. Their defense has really done some good in the middle here. Here we have a handoff by Katy up the middle. Seth Davis. Davis will pick up a first down here. Be 1st and 10. Katy at the Cedar Hill 48-yard line. Switcheroo here for the Tigers. Koger under center, 2 backs, 1 receiver out to the right. He pitches this back to Seth Davis. Davis will try to get out to the left. Excuse me, folks.
We got a flag down.
He is brought down by Kobe Floyd, but there is a flag right there where the tackle was made. We'll see what the call is here. Personal foul face mask on Cedar Hill. So this will give Katy a first down. And the ball now rests at the 29-yard line. First and 10 at the Cedar Hill 29-yard line for the Tigers here. 6:38 and ticking here in the first half. Koger under center sends a man in motion. He will hand this off. Up the middle is Jalen Davis. And Davis will pick up about 4 or 5 yards here. Looks like it's going to be 5. 2nd and 5. Ball at the 24-yard line. Tigers on the move. Stop made by Brett Lynch. Cedar Hill got underneath the ankles of Davis there and brought him down. Two-back set for Koger. Koger under center. 2 receivers far to the right. 1 is now in motion. Koger hand this off. Up the middle is Jalen Davis. Maybe a yard or 2. Looks like 2. This will be 3rd and 3 at the 22 for the Tigers here. So Longhorn defense working that middle now. Koger under center, 1 receiver out to the right, 2 backs behind him. Hands this off. That is Jalen Davis again. He picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. 5:03 and counting here left in this first half. Two receivers out to the right. Koger under center. Bounce back. Big pitch. Rolls to the right. Throws. And this falls short of his intended target.
Receivers are well
Peter
covered.
Salisbury. Incomplete. Will bring up 2nd and 10. Both receivers were, there was 2 receivers there in motion and open, and ball landed in between them. Koger throwing it a little soft drift here. 2 receivers to the right. Hands this up the middle. Big hole, drags a few players with him, including his own. And that is, that looked like Davis, but I couldn't see which one. Both of them were there. There is a flag down. See what this call is. Refs are discussing. It is out towards the sideline, about where the line of scrimmage is. Chop block on Katy. So this will bring the Tigers back a tad. 4:29 left to play in this first half. And it is brought back a chunk. 3rd and 25 for the Tigers here. Ball back on the 34-yard line. Koger drops back to pass. Quick handoff over to, that is Seth Davis.
The Davis boys are keeping the drive alive.
Both Davises are working up the middle. Picks up a few yards. Brings up 3rd and 20. See once it gets us set. Finally get the ball set. 3rd and 23 for the Tigers here. Koger back in the shotgun, drops back to pass, looks to the right, throws.
Right over his
head. That was intended for Seth Davis out to the right there, but it was just a little bit over his hands there. He couldn't get to it. Incomplete. Brings up 4th and 23 from the 32, and they're going to bring out the field goal unit with Lazik. I need somebody to tell me how to pronounce it.
It's about a 49-yard field goal.
I'm going to ask one of the Katy guys here in a little bit if I can find one. They're in a different booth. So this will be a
56-yard field goal. 56-yard field goal, I believe.
So they're going to think about this for a few more minutes. Timeout, Katy. This is a distance.
No, well, I believe it's 49 yards.
About a 49, 48 yarder, it looks like. Actually, it looks like about a 40. Yeah, 48 yarder. We'll take a quick break here, too, and come back and see if the Tigers can kick this in. It would be a great opportunity if they miss for the Longhorns. They need this ball. Real Sports Live will be right back, folks.
Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Back here at AT&T. Lasic is over to the side, warming his leg up. This will be a 49-yard attempt for the Tigers with 3:36 left in the first half. Cedar Hill would like it. He kind of misses this. Hope even better get a block here. The Longhorns do have that potential to break into that backdrop pretty quick. They've almost blocked a couple of punts.
Yeah, he is kicking pretty good in warm-ups.
Yeah, he's still warming up his leg back there, way back on the 50, while the coaches discuss with the rest of the team here. And this timeout will finish off, and we'll get this thing into the air, says Lasik. I'm going to get this right. Today, it's going to happen. I'm going to have his name right before the end of this game. I will be seeking Katy person at the half. And here we go. Snap is back. Kick is away, and is it long enough? He clears it. 49-yard field goal by Lasik. And he extends the Katy lead to 17 with 3:31 left in the first half. So, Ryan, now is the time for the Longhorns to get on the board.
Longhorns do need to get on the board before halftime.
Do have
to stay
amount of time
close
to
to
do
the
it.
Tigers.
You do not want to go in to halftime with nothing on the board and being led by 17. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for helping us get this done up here so everybody could enjoy the state championship games. Back deep for the Longhorns are Brian Rainey and Jalon Peoples. Back down around the 5. Lacey gets ready to kick this off. And here comes the kick. It is away. This is a deep one. This will be fielded at the 20 by Keandre Jackson. He runs way to the other side of the field, has a little bit of room, but is finally chased out of bounds close to the 30. There is a flag down back by the 23. We will see. Injury timeout right now.
I don't see an injured player down.
But we will take a short break here while this injury timeout goes on. Come back and see what this flag is all about. Real Sports Live will be back from AT&T. 17-0 Katy.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most.
Back at AT&T, and the flag is for a block below the waist. That is against Cedar Hill. So that ball will go way back near the 10. About the 12. First and 10 for the Longhorns. They'll take a timeout, but we will stay with it. 3:22 left here at AT&T Stadium. And Ryan, what a weekend it's been so far. 2 games yesterday, 2 games today.
It's been fun.
It's been a blast. We are so happy that you all have joined us to listen to our broadcast.
They're taking that Katy Tiger back to the locker room.
Yesterday, with 2 fantastic 5A games. Division 1 and Division 2 championships. Denton Ryan taking the evening game and Alito taking the day game. And we are back under center. Salt is back, and he will, they believe he kept that. He did, running up the middle, picking up a yard. Down to the, looks like about the, that's 8. Back at the 7 is where they had the ball originally placed. 2nd and 9 at the 13. Salter rolls to the left, looking, finds a receiver just beyond the 10. This is caught. Trying to see number, that is Clemmer. Clemmer catches that, spins around, picks up a couple. Bringing up 3rd and 6 from the 16. That's the substitutions. 3rd and 6 here for the Longhorns. Salter. 3 receivers set, 2 to the left, 2 backs side by side. He puts 1 in motion, takes the snap, and he's nobody there to take handoff. He drops the ball, then throws it.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Incomplete. Well, he looked like he was going to hand it off, and there was nobody there to take the ball. A little bit of miscommunication there. But Salter picks it up and throws it to the right, so saving a disaster there deep in Katy territory. Throws it out the right, incomplete. So that will bring up 4th and 6. So Cedar Hill will have to punt this from near the goal line. Punt is up. Nice spiral, long punt. This is fielded at the 40. Runs backwards and gets nailed. Ian Bradley showed up down there and set the rules for fielding that nice spiral punt. That was Ronnie Schneider fielding that. He had caught it backwards, and then at the 40, took a few steps and was brought down as soon as he turned around. 1st and 10 Katy at their own 38-yard line. 1:51 left in the first half here at AT&T. 5A Division II state championship here. This will be a handoff up the middle. Jalen Davis taking that up the middle, picks up looks about like 5, and it'll be 4, bringing up 2nd and 6.
The Davis brothers are actually, or the Davis boys are actually brothers. Seth's the youngest one, sophomore.
Well,
Jalen's a senior.
These two brothers are working well together.
Oh, yes.
They're both in the backfield now for Koger. Koger will hand this off. That is Jalen again. Jalen Davis running off to the right, picks up a couple of more. So we're looking at 3rd and 3 now. Or 3rd and 3 at the 45-yard line. Koger now has the Davis brothers behind him. 2 receivers out to the left. We'll roll this. He hands it off. Way big hole up the middle. And here we go off to the races. Down to the 10. Touchdown. And that is Isaiah Smith taking that to the house for the Tigers.
You'll see no laundry on the field.
36 seconds left in the first half here, and the Tigers finally find a seam there in the Longhorn defense. Isaiah taking it on in. Lazick will be out to kick the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. (24-0). Now the Tiger lead with 36 seconds till halftime. Real Sports Live here at AT&T Stadium. We'll be back just after this.
Show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Back at AT&T Stadium, Lazick set to kick this off down to the Longhorns. He approaches the ball, and it is high and to the right. This will be a little bit longer than his previous. Fielded at the 15-yard line. Let's see who this is, and that is Brian Rainey, who brings this out up near the 30. Oh, no, they're going to mark this at the 29. 1st and 10 for the Longhorns. 29 seconds left. Here's where I just unload, throw. Get at least 2 passes in before halftime. Try to get it downfield. 4 receiver set, trips to the right for Salter. Salter rolls to the right, looks, pass, caught at the 36-yard line. Caught by Clemmer there. Hurry back to the line. The Longhorns are trying to get there. And they get back to the line. A little bit of movement there. 6 seconds left. Snap is made. Salter runs to the right. Pass caught at the 43 and out of bounds.
Looks like we have halftime.
Goes Brian Rainey, and that will bring up halftime here at AT&T Stadium in the 5A Division II State Championship game. As the Tigers will go in with a 24-0 lead over the Longhorns. See if the Longhorns can make some adjustments at halftime. Real Sports Live. We will be back in just a little bit here. We're going to come back with some stats after we get them. We'll take a little break. We'll see you in a minute from AT&T Stadium. Halftime. Katy leading 24-0.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at 1st and Jackson in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game is played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at 1st and Jackson in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at 1st and Jackson in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game was played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
back here at AT&T Stadium. Halftime. 5A Division II state championship.
6A.
Yeah, 6A. We did 5A yesterday, 2 games, so we've been stuck on that. Katy Tigers leading the Cedar Hill Longhorns 24-0. We have about 6.5 minutes here till the end of the half. And we're trying to pull up our live stats here. And we were trying to pull those up here. Ryan has them up.
Right here in front of me.
And
it's like Katy
rushing.
Has 165 yards rushing.
165 yards rushing in that.
To 29 for Cedar Hill. 81 yards receiving for Katy. 47 yards for
Cedar Hill there. Coming into this, the rankings, a lot of people pay attention to rankings. And when you have a ranked team that's 8th, and then you have a ranked team that's 9th, and if you look at some of the averages they've had and who they played and trying to get to how they got to here, both of these teams have fought through a lot of adversity here. But when you get on this grand stage, it's one of the hardest things to do in Texas football. We talked about this yesterday. But when you get on this grand stage, we have seen the best of teams crumble. You know, we have seen some teams that had never been here before rise immediately and look like they have done this every day, every week.
It's the moment.
Here, I mean, you look at the receptions, and they're pretty close, 31-22. Or that's how many passes, receptions. But the yards has been per. Oh, that's.
Katy's got
trying to read all this. It's tough looking at across the way over there. Anyway, with the rush yards, it leans heavily towards Katy. But then you look at the receiving yards, and it's 47-81. Both teams have had a good passing attack and a lot of runs up the middle. But they've been more successful with the pass in this game than what we've seen in this first half. Now, adjustments, we've seen it all many years in a row, Ryan. Halftime adjustments make a huge difference.
Right.
And
teams seem to come out fired up in the second half.
We see teams come out and just explode. It's just how the teams handle that adjustment in the run. And here we have Cedar Hill coming back out onto the field, as is the Tigers.
Got some stat leaders here.
But give us an insight here. What do the Longhorns need to do right here to catch back up?
Well, they need to hold on to the ball and score quickly, and hold Katy to 3 and outs.
Now, the Longhorns were kind of jumbling up it a bit. They would do up the middle, then they would run around to the right, and then they would throw a short pass. And when they were mixing it up, they had the Katy defense kind of confused at what was going to happen, and they were doing some good. They were moving the ball. And all of a sudden, it's like the Tigers have kind of read their playbook, and they know exactly what they're going to do next.
Right, and Cedar Hill has 4 punts, so they need to drop that punt total down a little bit and force Katy to punt the ball more.
Right.
But individual statistics so far, you got Koger 4 for 6 for 81 yards passing.
Right.
You got the Davis boys.
And Salter has completed half of his.
Yes, and he's got 47 yards.
With 1 interception.
And in the Davis boys rushing, you got Jalen Davis, 15 attempts for 70 yards. Seth Davis, 7 attempts, 46 yards. And over on the other side, Cedar Hill, Salter's doing most of the work today. Got 29 yards on 6 attempts.
Well, Clemmer there, I mean, he has 4 receptions for 31 yards. You have Clemmer there, and of course, Salter has really been, working that middle.
We'll see what happens in the second half.
We'll see what happens in the second half as the Longhorns will look to try to catch back up here. They do have a great chance. I mean, the score is only 24-0. I mean, it's not a huge
deficit. No.
Deficit, but I mean, not like we've seen so far this week. We've had some real big deficits the past 2 games. But we'll see how they handle this Tiger offense. This Tiger offense with the 2 brother running backs. Davis is there. They have really been working the middle of the field.
Looks like both teams are back on the field.
And we're getting ready to kick this away. And Katy will get this to begin the second half. AT&T looks like it's almost, but with the people all the way around, it looks almost full. It is louder in here, as usual, a state championship when the fans congregate in the middle on the sidelines.
The Katy band is directly below us.
With COVID, I mean, they've allowed them to circle the stadium. We have even people have way up high in the top sections, which you don't usually see that in a high school game. Both teams getting their final instructions after halftime. But really, you look at what Katy has done in this first half. The Longhorn defense has really kept them low. Usually, Katy's a high-powered scoring offense in the first half. They have not been here today.
No.
But this is the state championship.
Of course, when you get to the state championship, it's a little tougher.
Yeah, the state championships is like no other game. The dance floor is different. The environment's different. It is something to behold here in the state of Texas, I'll tell you. And it's hard to believe that in just about 6.5 short months, they will be starting 2-a-days again.
It won't be long. Shortest off season ever.
So both squads have their final instructions. They're going to move this out on the field. And let's see.
Looks like both teams are back on the field.
And the Longhorns are wearing bright red with black letters, or black numbers, and it's very difficult to see from up here. So I'm using binoculars to see who is where. Here we will have William Rhodes to kick this off for back deep. For the Tigers is Ronnie Schneider back around the 21-yard line. Rhodes set to kick this off. Underway. This will be an onside kick, and it brought, and it is recovered.
I see Laundry on the field.
By the Longhorns, but there is a flag down. The ball did bounce into a Tiger's hands and came back out on that onside kick and into the hands of a Longhorn, but there is a flag. We will see what happens here.
I'm going to say it didn't go 10 yards.
I don't know. The flag is right there where the kick was going to. I mean, it looks in the 10-yard area that it was made from the 40.
And it hit a Katy Tiger.
And the ball did get past the 50. So we will see. And it bounced back across that side of the 50. May have to review that one.
Now the referees are still huddled up talking.
Texas State Championships is the only place in Texas high school football where a play can be reviewed if needed. We have seen it in every game so far this weekend. Discussion is now ongoing.
It looked like they're asking for a football from Katy Tigers.
We'll see what the call is here. Oh, okay, so it's a blocking issue.
Katy gets the ball.
And Katy will get the ball
on the
where
other side
they
of the
first
50.
touched it. So it will be 1st and 10 Tigers at the Longhorn 49-yard line. As Koger will hand this off. By Davis. And he picks up a couple. 2nd and 8. At the 47 now. Koger under center. 2 receivers to his left. One's in motion now. 2 backs. And he will hand this off. That is Jalen Davis again. And he will pick up a few yards. So Katy moving bit by bit here. Brings up a 3rd and 3 at the 42 for Katy. Two receivers to the left, 2 backs behind him. As Koger's under center will come back, looks to pass to the right, rolls to the right, throws down the field, flag comes out. Ball was a little bit too high there.
We have pass interference.
Hard coverage there, but that flag came from the line judge there and came way out onto the field. So they'll discuss this and see what the call is. A defensive pass interference on Cedar Hill. Like Brett Lynch had an arm around the intended receiver.
He had his hands all over him.
Emilio Silva. And that will give the Tigers a 1st down at the Longhorn 27-yard line. Koger under center, sends the receiver in motion. Drop back, hands this off. And that is Jalen Peoples on the carry. And he will pick up about 4. They're going to give him 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. I'm sorry. Told you, 1 time a game. That was Jalen Davis running that 5 yards. Here comes Davis again. Try up the middle. That is Seth, his brother. And he is met right in the middle by Jaheim Lowe. Initial contact made by Jalen Wilson prevented Seth Davis from going any further. So still at the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 5. Koger rolls out to the left, throws to the left, caught right around the 13 and got a couple of more. That is Ronnie Schneider taking that pass on the left-hand side. Gets inside right at the, what are they marking this? 1st and 10 at the 11 for the Tigers here. The Cedar Hill 11-yard line. 9:10 left and counting in this third quarter. Ogre sends 2 receivers out to the right. Davis brothers waiting behind him. Hands this off to Jalen Davis, and he will barrel down inside close to the 5-yard line. Ball will be at the 6. 2nd and 5 for the Tigers. Koger puts a receiver on either end of the field there. One's in motion going to his right. Koger rolls to the right, throws into the end zone.
A little too far.
That intended for Emilio Silva, but it was way in front of him. He had a step on his defender. Koger put that a little bit too far in front of him. So that will bring up 3rd and 5 for Katy. And this will be handed off. That is Jalen Davis. And he is stopped after picking up a pickup of about 2. 4th and 3. And we see...
Got to get to the 1 to get a first down.
A field goal unit come out. And that is up and good. Lazick puts it right through the middle. So Katy extends its lead, 27-0 with 7:30 left in the third quarter. Rio Sports Live will be right back from AT&T Stadium. 5A Division II state, or 6A Division II state championship. Be right back, folks.
Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
100 years ago, Texas UIL football began to define competitive spirit and tradition. And from that moment, we changed how the game is played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school spirit live online. Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Back here at AT&T Stadium, Katy extending its lead 27-0 with 7:30 left in the third quarter here, as Lasik will kick this back to the Longhorns. This will be fielded and fair caught at about the 25-26 yard line.
Billy, that last Katy drive was 9 plays for 45 yards.
And it took a huge chunk of time.
Yes, it did. It started at 11:59 in the third quarter. We're now at 7:30, so.
Now the Longhorns will come out and try to get this move downfield and try to get on the board. Salter, 5 receiver set, trips to his left, sends one in motion, handoff up the middle, big hole for Anthony Thomas, the fourth. He gets the ball up to about the 31. 2nd and 5 for Salter and crew. 5 receiver set, trips to the left again. Puts motion, same play up the middle. Another hole, gets through up to the past the 45 and up near midfield is Thomas again. Wow, he found that little seam and just barreled down to right around the 50-yard line.
He got through that hole and kept on going.
And he gets across the 50 into Tiger territory. This will be a 1st and 10 for the Longhorns at the Katy 48-yard line. Salter back in shotgun. 1 back with him. 3 receiver set, 2 to the right. Hands this off. Up the middle. Ball is loose and picked up by the Tigers and is now running it back down the sideline. Big open, lots of blockers, and this will be a score by Katy. Fumbled the ball, bounced up into the waiting hands of Hamilton McMartin, who takes it all the way up the left sideline and down for another Tiger touchdown. With 6:16 left in the third quarter. Come out here to kick the extra point. Kick is away, and that is good. Katy pulling away sharply, 34-0 with 6:16 left in the third quarter. Real Sports Live, we'll be right back from AT&T Stadium. Stay with us, folks.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry. in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Back at AT&T Stadium, Lasik prepared to kick this back over to the Longhorns. Longhorns cough up a fumble into the waiting hands of Martin, who carries it all the way back to the touchdown. This kick and how far is it? Was that a touchback? I didn't get to see.
Touchback, yes.
Touchback, so be 1st and 10. Longhorns at their own 25. Salter bringing out his troops. Has a 5-receiver set, trips to the left. Salter by himself in the shotgun. Drops back, hands, wow, player goes back to back, hands it off. That is Thomas again, who tried to get around to the right side and could not get any forward progress, so straight toward the sideline, loses a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 for the Longhorns. 5:52 and counting left in the 3rd quarter here. Salter puts a man in motion, takes a step back to pass, rolls to the left, throws. This is caught right at the 28-yard line. That is Clemmer, who has been the recipient of quite a few passes from Salter here in this game. Clemmer will pick up a chunk, making it 3rd and 6 at the 29. Salter puts trips out to the right, 1 receiver to the left. And he will roll to the right, looks for a pass, throws way down the field, wide open. Whoa, and a little bit too far in front of Jaden Moore. It was a beautiful pass. He was wide open down the right sideline.
Looks like the punting team's coming back out.
A half a foot too far in front of his fingertips. And if that would have been in his hands,
he would have been gone to the house.
Gone all the way by himself. So the Longhorns will punt this away as Jaden Cardell waits
like we have
to
a fake,
punt this
Billy.
away. And they keep it, and wide open down the field, all the way down the left hash. That is Tyler Martin. Direct snap to him, I believe it was. And
nice.
He runs along the left side and brings it down with inside the Katy 5-yard line. What a trick play. So the Longhorns have a bag of tricks. And I think it completely shocked the Tigers. Was able to get all the way down inside their 5. So the Longhorns are in scoring position here with 4:45 left in the 3rd quarter. That may just be what the Longhorns needed. Snap, quick, taken there.
And delay a game. Well, Katy took a timeout, or Cedar Hill, I'm sorry.
Was a little bit close to the time.
They had 3 seconds on the play clock.
So Cedar Hill will take a timeout. We will stay here with this. I mean, that play, I think Katy was just completely unaware.
They were complacent with the 4th downs.
I mean, that direct snap right into Tyler Martin's hand, or not Tyler Martin. That wasn't Tyler. That was Kylon Ashton. And Ashton blows down the left side of the field, leaving every Tiger behind. Deep in the back there in their own territory, and he gets down inside the 5. Ball sitting at the 4-yard line. First and goal for Cedar Hill. And Ryan, this could be what the Longhorns need to pump them back up into this game.
Ashton rushed for he ran for 67 yards on that fourth down keeper.
Wow. So Cedar Hill pulls a little bit of trickery and wizardry here, and they are in scoring position with 4:45 left in the third quarter. So the Longhorns are not going to go away. I mean, it was what got me, what a play that was, because when he cut across to the left side, I think most of the Tigers were still looking up in the air trying to find a punt.
Absolutely they were.
Because the punter sold it well. He even threw his leg up.
Just snuck right by him.
Wow. And then they got the play clock before they could get all the way down to start the next play. I don't know whether the play hadn't come in from the sideline or not, but they got close to the play clock going down, so they had to call a timeout. They tried to rush. So from the 4, Cedar Hill has a wonderful opportunity here kind of pull a momentum shift.
This could do it.
I mean, that's the tenacity of this Cedar Hill team. I mean, try an onside kick, and it doesn't really go your way because of a penalty. And then to see, a takeaway or an interception, and then Katy pull away with 34 points unanswered. This can be a catalyst. I mean, there's plenty of time.
Sure.
And
never say die.
The lead, the distance is only 34. You still have another 16 and a half minutes.
We'll see what happens. They're coming back on the field.
Now the Longhorns come up to the line of scrimmage. Salter pulls his receivers near the line, has one back with him. Stands at about the 10-yard line for this snap. Puts a man in motion, rolls to the right, looks, throws into the end zone, and way high. Intended time low. His intended receiver, and it was just too high. He was in the end zone, running from left to right. So that will bring up second and goal.
We have an injury timeout.
Yeah, they're pulling. One looks like he was kind of limping there, so the refs told him he needed to come off, and they were just trying to make a substitution instead of take a whole timeout. So Salter brings his offense up again to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers set, 2 to the right. Back, Salter will take this, rolls to the right, and is in trouble. Good grab, but he gets away, throws, and he has to throw this one away. Just a little bit too much. He was almost sacked back at the 15-yard line, but it was able to get away. Salter bolting away from that grab. And that is Shepard bowling on his tail, grabbing him around the waist, but Salter was able to get away. Third and goal.
Looks like Massey came back in the game.
4:32. Back now, we have 4 receivers, and Salter will keep this untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Cedar Hill. With 4:28 left in the third, the Longhorns have answered. On a 4-yard rumble by Caden Salter, the quarterback. Now, it's Kylan. I can't read the numbers. And the extra point is good.
7 plays, 75 yards.
7 plays, 75 yards. That's impressive there by the Longhorns, who bounce back to answer back. Finally put some points on the board. 34-7 with 4:28 left in the third quarter. Real Sports Live will be right back from AT&T. And we'll see if the Longhorns try another onside here. Who knows? We'll be right back, folks. Stay with us.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
100 years ago.
Back at AT&T Stadium, Longhorns set to kick this. We'll see if they try another onside. And they do. And this is fielded at about the 49-48 yard line. And that is Aiden McKinney falling on the ball there for the Tigers. Be 1st and 10, Katy at the Cedar Hill 49-yard line. Tried a little misdirection on the kick there. One person crossing by the other.
Katy was ready for that one.
Yeah, and the Tigers were prepared. Koger under center, pitches this back. This is Seth Davis running out to the left. Open field down inside the 30. And he is finally brought down by Tyron Bird. Down inside, or right around the 30. It's like about the 28. Be 1st and 10, Tigers from the Longhorn 28-yard line. 4:05 and ticking in the third quarter here. Koger under center, 2 backs behind him. A receiver to either side. And he will throw this down the middle. Good coverage in the end zone. That intended for Fuller Shirts. Broken up by Tyron Bird, who was, or no, that's not Tyron Bird.
Williams.
That was Amarian Williams, who was on him like a shirt. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line. Koger under center. Steps back, hands this off, up the middle. That Seth Davis again. Davis picks up 5 yards, brings up 3rd and 5. Ball at the 23-yard line. The Tigers methodically eating up this short yardage with the help of the Davis brothers up the middle here. Koger under center. Steps back. Hands this off. Let's see which Davis. And that is Jalen Davis taking that handoff, and Jalen picks up about 2. Brings up 4th and 3. Ball rests at the Cedar Hill 21-yard line. And I would see if they're going to try to go for it or even attempt a field goal here. they're going to let some time tick off here and take a timeout.
We'll talk about it.
2:23 left in the third, and the Tigers are going to discuss this 4th and 3. Real Sports Live will be right back from AT&T Stadium. Stay with us.
Football began to define competitive spirit and tradition, and from that moment, we changed how the game is played. Our gridirons shaped legends. Our leaders went on to bring home national championships and Hall of Fame honors, shattering records, some still standing today. Texas is high school football. Deeply rooted in all generations, Fox Sports Southwest and the UIL proudly celebrate 100 years of Texas high school football. Presented by Jack in the Box.
Download the free Fox Sports Southwest Football Friday app. Get live high school scores from across the state. Check out team schedules and show your school.
Back here at AT&T Stadium, and the Tigers have decided to kick a field goal.
Like a 38-yard field goal.
A 38-yarder for Lasik. He's already hit one from 49, and that is right through the uprights. And the Tigers will extend their lead by 3, making it a 37-7 ball game with 2:18 left in the third. We'll take another short break here and be right back at AT&T Stadium. Real Sports Live. Keep it right here, folks.
Download the best high school football app in Texas. Search Football Friday. Friday high school football isn't over till you watch High School Scoreboard live. Final scores, the big plays from gridiron games across the state.
Be a part of the most watched high school football show in Texas.
Friday night on Fox Sports Southwest.
Apply to the university that offers 98 unique degree plans. The university where 99% of students receive financial assistance. The university where you belong. Apply to Texas A&M University Kingsville today.
Real Sports Live back at AT&T Stadium. Enjoying some of the stuff. Here at the stadium, they're showing all these people dancing to the music around here. It's quite a bit of fun. As we get set for the Tigers to kick this off, and it is way down to the right. This is fielded at about the 24. And that is Brian Rainey, and he will take this up to about the 32-yard line.
Was that AT&T calling?
I don't know. maybe the AT&T at AT&T Stadium, every AT&T phone rings every 5 minutes. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Cedar Hill at their own 32-yard line. A little bit of brilliant trickery by the Longhorns just a minute ago put them some points on the board. Let's see if the Salter can take them down there again. 3 receiver set, 2 to the left. And he will look to throw, then keep it. And he runs off the tackle and picks up maybe a yard, maybe none. And he does not gain any yards. It's 2nd and 10 for the Longhorns. Salter, 4 receiver set, has one in motion, drops back to pass, looks, throws, downfield, and wide open, caught at the 30-yard line. Beautiful catch by Anthony Thomas down at the Katy 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. Beautiful catch. And he is forced out of bounds right at the 20. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Longhorns down at the Tiger 20-yard line. 1:26 still left in the third quarter. Salter takes a snap, turns, throws to the right. That is caught at the line of scrimmage, and he is hit immediately. That is Thomas again, but he is hit right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain. 2nd and 10 for the Longhorns.
Seems like the closer Cedar Hill gets to that end zone, the louder that band starts playing.
Yeah. Salter drops back to pass, throws to the left. This is high and through the hands of Brian Rainey. Incomplete. 3rd and 10.
Right off his hands.
51 seconds left in the third here as Salter brings his boys back up. 2 receivers to either side and 1 back with him. 3rd and 10. Here we go. Dab drive. Salter drops back to pass. Throws down the middle. This is caught at the 10. Caught by Clemmer. Clemmer has been the savior in many a clutch situations here for the Longhorns. And it'll be 1st and goal from the 10.
Looks like he's limping a little bit.
For Cedar Hill, who is fighting back. Clock continues to run at 27 seconds. They may let this run or run a play before the end of the third quarter. Salter has 2 receivers out to the left, 1 back with him. Puts a man in motion, and he will keep this off to the right. Squeezes into the corner of the end zone. And that is a touchdown by Salter, who kept it, ran to the corner, right corner of the end zone, and squeezes through. Touchdown, Cedar Hill, with 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Extra point attempt. Kick is up, and that is good by William Rhodes. So the Longhorns close the gap a little bit more. 37-14, 7 seconds left in this third quarter.
That drive was 6 plays, 68 yards.
We are going to stick right here until this kick, which we think the time should run down right here. This is a beautiful pass. Make sure you check out the highlights. We will post them online right after the game so you can get to see some of these great plays these two teams done here for the 5A or 6A. I guess him 5. We're still in yesterday's 6A Division II state championship here as Cedar Hill is slowly chopping its way back. Rhodes set this up, and looks like we might see another onside here.
Hey, why not?
And they are set up for it. And here come the Longhorns. Oh, he's going to switch sides, which sends a lot of the Tigers over to the other side. This is kicked. Oh, bounces up into a Tiger's hands, but he pays for it. We do have an injury on the field.
Those onside kicks always get
Second has come off the clock. It bounced up high into Tiger's hand, and
those onside kicks
I
can be
didn't
dangerous.
see which number from Cedar Hill hit him, but he folded him up and put him in the sock drawer. What's the matter? You don't like my analogies?
Bad time for an analogy.
But anyway, the 1st and 10 for the Tigers. This ball will be on their own 48-yard line.
Cedar Hill has to stop them right here.
So they'll get one more play in the third quarter. I think the third quarter has lasted the longest. Even though it's the same amount of time, it has lasted the longest. The Tigers will set up here with Koger under center. One back behind him, that is Seth Davis. And Seth will get this carry, runs around the right side, and picks up a huge chunk of real estate. And time will expire in the third quarter. Pickup of about 8 yards, 2nd and 2. And that will be the end of the third quarter from AT&T Stadium. Katy 37, Cedar Hill 14. Real Sports Live will be right back from AT&T Stadium.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at 1st and Jackson in Harlingen.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see over.
Back at AT&T Stadium as we will begin the final 12 minutes of play of the 6A Division II State Championship game. Katy Tigers leading the Cedar Hill Longhorns.
The air guitar cam.
37-14. And it'll be it'll be 2nd and 2 for the Tigers.
I'll tell you what, Billy, here at AT&T Stadium, they sure put on a show for the fans.
Yes, they do. And they will have the ball at the Longhorn 44-yard line. Yes, they do. They do everything here. They got everything. They got a giant screen that I would love to have in my living room.
They got 4 of them sitting there.
I'd like to have that big one in my living room. Think it'd fit?
I think it's bigger than my house.
My living room would have to be the size of an arena. I know a lot of punts have hit that screen. It is low.
First stadium first opened, they were worried about the punters hitting the.
And here come the
TV
Tigers
when
out
they
onto
punted
the field to begin the fourth quarter. Koger under center. One back behind him. He will hand this ball off, and that is Seth Davis dancing, gets a bunch of yards, picks up a first down. 1st and 10 Tigers. Davis has carried this down to about the 34-yard line. This will be 1st and 10 Katy from there. Puts 2 receivers to the right and left, 2 backs behind him. Pitches this back. This is Seth Davis again. Runs off to the right, breaks a couple of tackles, and takes it up to about the 25. Looks like he is about a yard short of the first down marker. 2nd and 1 at the 25. for Katy. Katy player enters the game with the plans for the next play. Holder sends 2 receivers out to the left. 2 back set behind him. Takes the snap. Hands this up the middle is Seth Davis, and he will waltz into the end zone. Touchdown, Katy. Katy just taking its time there, eating up some yardage, and all on the hands of the Davises and crew.
And the ball to a Davis. They'll surely get down the field.
And the extra point is good.
52-yard
I
drive.
didn't even know if I still didn't find out how to pronounce his last name, but I hope I'm getting it right. So Katy leads 44-14 with 10:31 left to play.
Well, Katy looks like they're going to pull away with this one.
But
Cedar Hill has nothing to hang their head about.
No, they do not.
Coach
they
Lynn-
are not giving up on this. They have
Coach
wrought some here and there, done a little bit of trickery. They have keep pushing and prodding. They've scored twice. Somebody was saying earlier about these games, the 1A, 4A state championships were back in December, the regular time. And like 4 of those games were decided by 1 point. Yesterday and today,
been runaways.
The points have been really spread apart.
Oh, yes.
And we expected close games by some of these. Some of these games we expected to be real close. I think everybody has around the box up here. Lasik will kick this away to the Longhorns. Back deep is Jalen Peoples down at the 5, and he will field this at the 5. Runs to the right, numbers, through a big hole, and he will get up past the 25-yard line with this return. Looks like they're going to mark this around the 26. Jalen Peoples there getting up the field for the Longhorns here. 10:25 left to play in the 6A Division II State Championship here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. We have one more game this evening. It'll be the 6A Division I State Championship. Salter gets back with 2 backs, 3 receiver set. Salter drops back to pass, looks, crosses, and a player right in the middle from the Tigers intercepts it.
Threw it right to him.
4 feet away.
Yeah, he threw it right to him.
Cal Varner was like 4.5 feet away when Salter threw that pass, and he just put his hands up and caught it and waltzed into the end zone.
He couldn't get any easier than that.
Oh my goodness.
Mistake.
So, Lasik will come in here to kick again. That boy's toes got to be hurt. You know he's going to be playing soccer today. Kick is up and good. 51-14. Katy over Cedar Hill with 10:17 left to play. That was kind of freakish. I don't know. I didn't see it before.
That's a lineman that caught the ball.
Varner got up there, but I think Varner was in pursuit of Salter. And Salter turned to throw to the left, and he was right in between, but he was very close.
Put it right in his hands.
Val the wrong roster again. Cal Varner there. He is a real tall lineman. And I don't think Salter knew that he was really there when he turned around and threw. It was too late. Which gives Katy a whopping lead here, 51-14. 10-17 left to play. Lacey, it's ready to kick this away. Down deep for the Longhorns is Anthony Thomas down at about the 12-yard line. Kick is on its way. This is going to be fielded at the 25. And that was Sidney Allen returning that. Pops a few yards from the 25. He gets it at the 25 and gets about a yard after that. First and 10, Longhorns at their own 26-yard line. Thank you for joining us here for state championship weekend. The final day of Texas high school football. It has been a tough year that these kids have got to put through. Pass to the left by Salter to Thomas. Thomas might have picked up a yard on that pass play. Let's see. Yes, he has. It'll be 2nd and 9 at the 27. Will have one back with him, and that is Chris Allen back there with him in a 4-receiver set, 2 to each side. And he will hand this off to Allen. Allen goes off the tackle, and he will take this up near the 30. Picks up a couple. Brings up 3rd and 8. 28-yard line. Clock continues to run down to 9 minutes now left in this contest. Salter takes the snap. Looks to hand this off, and it's going to be looking ladder, but hands that off to Dwayne Blanton, who ran across, looked like he was going to throw there, and then he got crowded and brought down in the backfield by Cal Varner.
Got another punt.
Guy that intercepted and took the last score in for Katy.
What happened the last time they lined up the punt? Direct snap.
Yeah, deep in their territory.
67 yards later, we were going for a touchdown.
So the Longhorns are set up to punt here. 4th and 15. And a flag comes down. I don't know. They weren't even, nobody was set. They're going to call this a false start. Nobody was down in position at all. The punter was still warming up. So they're going to call a false start. I don't know where that came from. So now it's 4th and 20. And the Cedar Hill punter will be down at the 2-yard line to punt this away. Tigers looking for any trigger here, but it is off the foot and across midfield, and it takes a nice little Longhorn roll out at about the 45-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers at their own 45. 7:55 left to play here at AT&T Stadium. Real Sports Live. We'll be right back after this short message from the UIL.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Texas. It gives us hope for the future High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Back here to AT&T Stadium as the Tigers will get ready. 1st and 10 from their own 45 with 7:55 left to play here. They lead 51-14 in this 6A Division II state championship matchup.
Now, some of these kids will be going on next year to play for the next level.
Right, a lot of them will be going off to college.
Wish them well.
So I'm going to guess here that Katy is going to try to just keep this on the ground and burn the clock down. Cedar Hill, a lot to be proud of this year. Good group of kids came in here, played all season long through this COVID thing, been hindered all year long about this.
It's been a tough year.
Never knowing whether their season was going to go full. We lost a whole baseball season last year.
The 5As.
Or last spring.
5As and 6As got started 4 weeks later.
So these kids have went through a lot this year. But to be able to say, hey, I was at the championship game and played in it during a national crisis, that is something to say, win or lose. They do not.
And the UIL also stepped up. You know, let the broadcast of games happen.
Really done a great job at keeping things going here. Spoke to a couple of their officials today about some of the events coming up in the spring. And it looks like we're going to get this underway. The Tigers out on the line of scrimmage. And this is Koger will hand this off. Jalen Davis runs off to the left tackle. Picks up 9, 2nd and 1. Ball now resting at the Longhorn 46.
Davis has 100 yards.
Which Davis?
Jalen. His brother Seth has 124 yards.
Yeah, I figured both of them have got some chunks. Koger under center. He will pitch this back. And that was Aiden McKinney running that. McKinney picks up the first down for Katy. 1st and 10 at the 42. Cedar Park, or I was going to say Cedar Park, Cedar Hill.
Koger needs 8 yards to break the century mark in passing.
All he's got to do, well, I don't know if we'll see any passes, maybe some short ones. Maybe he'll get it to break that century mark. Koger, handoff, off to the left. There is, that is Jalen Davis, who extends his numbers. Nice little run by Jalen. Down 9 yards. 2nd and 1. Ball on the 33-yard line. Koger gives the play in the huddle and back on the line under center. 2 backs behind him, a receiver to either side. And he will hand this off up the middle. And that was Caleb Parsons.
That's his first touch tonight, or today.
and he will pick up a first down. 1st and 10, ball resting at the 28. .538 and counting left to play here in this
the backup in
Division II championship game. Koger under center, one back behind him, no wideouts. Hands this off to Jaden Rodriguez running the ball there. Jaden gets back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. Just now passing the 5-minute mark on the clock. Now under 5. As the Tigers come up, Koger under center. Backs behind him, 2 receivers to the right. Snap, and he will hand this off up the middle, and that is Rodriguez again. Rodriguez will pick up about 2.
And Katy's bringing on the backups.
Making it 3rd and 8 at the 26.
Getting those kids some experience in the state championship.
I think Katy realizes all they have to do is just hand off up the middle like this and eat up small, but it is 3rd and long. So keep it going that way. Pitch back. This will be Rodriguez again, and he gets up past the line of scrimmage. And Taryn Black introduces himself to Jaden Rodriguez. Wraps him up, brings him down. 4th and 7.
Looks like they're going to line up for a field goal again.
They are going to go for a field goal here. This is a different kicker. Kick is away, and it is no good. And that was Axel Robertson trying that field goal. It's no good. So ball goes over to the Longhorns with 3:25 left to play. It's time for Cedar Hill to play some of their seniors who have had one heck of a year. This team. Salter will hand this off to the left, off towards the end, and around is Kylan Ashton. Kylan Ashton will pick up about 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. Clock continues to run down now around 3 minutes left in this game. Real Sports Live, we're glad to be bringing you the state championship weekend. Please, if you'd like to advertise our sponsor, please give us a call. That way we can still keep bringing sports for absolutely nothing. Free of charge. Especially during this COVID season, so you can see Salter hands off up the middle. That is Kylan Ashton again. Colin
also need to thank Joe Bowling for
gets to the line of scrimmage. No, he loses 2 yards. 3rd and 10. Yes, we'd like to shout out to Joe Bowling, owner at Real Sports Live. His dream is doing this for everybody. The way we can do it is advertising. Please give us a call. A direct snap to Cedric Harden, who runs off around to the left side and picks up about 3, brings up 4th and 7 at the 28-yard line. So the Longhorns will punt this away. With 1:33 and counting left on the clock. Punt's way down the field. Nobody down there to receive it. Takes a big Longhorn bounce inside the 10. 1st and 10.
They're going down at about the 8.
For the Tigers at their own 8-yard line. Minute 9 left, and I think a couple of kneel downs will finish this one off, Ryan. Come out to kick this away.
Cedar Hill has nothing to hang their head about. They're a good ball club, and I'll bet they'll be back.
Oh yeah, they will.
To challenge this Tiger team again.
Yeah, Katy's always been rough and tumble. They've been here a lot. This is Cedar Hill's 5th appearance, and they will hand this off to Ivy Bell, who gets around the left side and picks up about 4, maybe 5. Picks up 5. 2nd and 5 at the 13.
We're under a minute.
38, and I think they will go victory here, probably.
Timeout, Katy. Coach Joseph looked like he's gearing up for a water bath.
You see the Longhorns standing out on the field waiting for the Tigers to come back out this time out. All hugging and shaking hands. These boys know what they've been through this year together. So Cedar Hill is keeping their head up.
Oh, yes.
Here.
They'll be back.
What a display. What a great group of kids. Victory formation for the Tigers. And that will pretty much do it. For the 6A Division II state champion will be the Katy Tigers.
It looks like
they defeat
Coach Joseph is looking around for that water.
Cedar Hill 51-14. He's looking for Gatorade.
Well, they can't do Gatorade on the turf.
So the Katy Tigers 2020 state champions for 6A Division II. Thank you so much for joining us for our first game of today. One more to go, 7 p.m. tonight. This will be the Dodge Bowl, Austin Westlake versus Southlake Carroll. Father and son coaches going head-to-head at 7 p.m. from AT&T Stadium right here on Real Sports Live. Join us right here. Thank you for joining us for the afternoon game. We will see you at 7. See you this evening, folks.